Welcome to Grindsted. This is a new disc golf course that is located in Denmark, and it's very beautiful and it got some very nice holes, so I want to showcase it off here. It got a very well designed yellow tee and a very good white tee as well. I've tried the yellow tee 2 times. I played the opening tournament here today. It is so much fun. So now I set out to play the white one to see if the pro layout is any good. I'll see you on hole 2 because there is still a lot of people on hole number 1 when I started filming this. So we'll start at hole 2, finish with hole 1. See you out there. Hole 2 is the hole I will be starting at because there's a lot of people on hole 1 and we will wait for it to clear. So that will be in the end of this video. Hole 2 is one of the tougher holes in this course. I'll try to put my forehand down there with this destroyer. Yeah, not good enough. Tough hole. I'm in kind of a hurry today, so it will be a fast video. A lot of quick shots. We'll try to turn over here. Yes, sir. Good baskets they got out here. I love these latitude ones. I know some people don't, but for my soft putt flat, it catches pretty well. Long par 4 here. Just want to get out the gap, and then there'll be some out of bounds to the right. Little short, we'll be okay. So there's 113 meters to the pin. I think I'll just try a big turnover. Oh, that will roll. Well, that will be a simple par. A little too much headwind. Drop in. Get in. Oof. Another simple par. You kind of need a little more from off the tee if you want to get the birdie in this hole. All in all, a cool hole. OB down the right side. I did not expect the headwind though. That made it a little harder to get the big turnover to fly the way I wanted. Maybe I did not expect there to be that much wind, but there was. By the way, very nice course here in Grindsted. I love it. They will, in a year's time, they will have tee pads out here, which will upgrade the experience even more. So it's gonna be great. This one is a hard hole. It's 132 meters down in this gap. So I think I'll try to make somewhat of a hyzer to the gap. Oh no, it turned over. Get through. If I'm lucky, it got through. I don't know. I got a little tough putt here through a gap, but I've hit harder putts in my life. Not today. Easy par. Well, the next hole, I think I'll take a group, so I'll explain it when we get off the tee. So this is right at the edge of the woods. I needed it to be a little higher, but the line was incredible. I just need this to get close to the pin. Yes, still no birdies, but we soon get to a couple holes that is very birdieable. As of right now, the course record is 2 under par, and it is Jonas Kjær who has it. And I think that is quite doable, so that will be the one we're shooting for today, to try to take that course record. Hole 6 here, you're gonna wanna go out through this gap. If you go too straight, there will be an out of bounds line and a fence and a path, but you wanna skip to the left over to a basket over there. So take my PD2, we got 95 meters, try to throw it on hyzer. Oh, that is the wrong gap. I might go out of bounds. Yeah, I'm far out of bounds. What a shank. Path is right here, so I'll probably be out of bounds right here. So this is to save a par from 20 meters. Too smooth of a release. First bogey of the day. How sad. But I told you that the score to beat is 2 under par. And there'll be a couple other holes where I can make that happen. For example, this next hole. And we got ourselves a tunnel shot. The most simple shot in disc golf, but also the hardest. It's a straight tunnel. I think I'll try to take my method and just try to fade 5 meters to left of the pin. I am so not doing well right now. I played 2 full rounds, so yeah, I promise you I played good in the tournament, I really did, but not right now. Another shank. Oh no! What is wrong with me? Another long putt for a par. This cannot be the trend, because then it will be tough today. Do it. Oh, that was right behind the basket. Yeah, bogey again. Okay, let's do our best to not start a streak right now, because we are right on the edge of starting a streak. I got first one bogey, then I got another one. That is 2 bogeys in a row. And when you got 3 of anything, you start a streak. So let's not do that. And now to the hole that played the most difficult during the tournament. I don't think it will for me, but that is also famous last words. First, you gotta get out through this gap, land somewhere safe, OB, and the basket is down this way. It will make more sense when we get out. I think I'll go with a backhand, but I don't really know how far there is to the end of this. So I'll take my T-bird to not go too far. Also a little bit of headwind. Yeah, that looks beautiful. And from there we have to approach an island green. Woo! I don't feel like I got that far left to the pin, so I'll take the mutant. That needs to drop right now, drop. Hit something. Ooh, that is maybe safe, maybe not. If it went OB, it did it right by the basket, so we'll have a tap in 4. Also, by the way, this hole is called the whale. I was sadly out of bounds, but let's take the meter in, try to secure the par. Yes, that is all we got. How sad. Maybe we're taking a little more time, but when you're speed running, you cannot afford time to arrange things. You just have to go with your instinct. But hey, I heard that the highest score ever taken on that hole is a 21. So getting a 4 is pretty good, I think. Beautiful hole right here. It's over a little creek, and then you have to fade in towards the basket, which is in the trees. OB, yeah, in the water, and then don't go in there. I'll try to get my MD5 to get there. MD5 or method. Could also really well be a method hole. I think we'll try the method. That is so early out of bounds. But yeah, I guess we will throw from down there, where the OB line starts. I am such a shanker today. Try to throw the mutant flat under the trees, hopefully get to the pin. Pretty good, but even if I hit this putt, it will still be a bogey. I have not figured out the front 9 on this course, but hopefully it will be easier when we hit the back 9. I also did pretty good on the back 9 from the yellow tee. Fingers crossed, send me some love in the chat. And stay around for this beautiful course. Even if I play bad, you will still see what this is. Well, so this is for the bogey. Good bogey save though. Could easily have been a 5 from where we were at. It was basically the t-shirt once again, just very much better. Hole 10, one of the toughest holes on the course. You just gotta hit this gap on hyzer, hope for the best. We'll go with the splice. The hole is only 79 meters, but you gotta get so much to the left. Oh, that was so good, but it hit a 3 in the end. Such a tough hole. We own at the corner, just trying to pitch this to the pin. I am sorry for the level of play, guys. What an experience you're getting right now. First seed to something truly spectacular. Nope. Easy bogey. Only sad thing about this bogey is that I really liked my first shot. But we gotta remember, this course is still kinda new. More trees will be moved as this course gets older. So it is okay that it is a little rough at the moment. I can also just throw some better shots, yeah. Might be a little hard to get a hang of the line here. Another hole with quite a few trees. I'll just try to hyzer flip my envy down the middle. Try to avoid hitting a tree, even though it seems nearly impossible. Wish me luck. Yep, I found one. Hyzer around the outside. Yep. Beautiful green. Tap in with the back on my back. And now to the par 5 of the course, which I have eagled 2 times today from the yellow tee. And it could also be done from the white. Let's go check it out. We'll start out with a forehand. Down to the ground. It will be okay for the birdie. Flex back. Oh yes. Okay, kind of a tough throw here. I think the best play is to go through that low gap right there to avoid the out of bounds. Nah, actually, I'll try to turn over. Yeah, beautiful. And then if I can make a putt, we'll be good. No eagle, but We get our first birdie of the day. I have lost count of what our score is at, but for me to get a birdie on a par 5, it's always nice. And there's always a little bit more room for error on a par 5. It's a good thing that we use that to advantage. On to the next hole, which is very hard from the white. Okay, so this hole, we got a mandatory on the right side, so you cannot go this direction. You have to get down here and then a lot over to the right. I'll try with the destroyer forehand and see if I can do a hyzer flip. It is not my strong suit, but I'll try it anyways. Yes, and then needs a big skip. Oh, it just sat. Well, you need to get it a lot more to the right to have a chance. I'll try to make this a long putt. This is like 27, 28 meters. What a good run though. I think that the new goal for me is to kind of get back on the par. Then we can see if we can still reach 2 under. It will be tougher with how I played to start of this round. Well, another tunnel, but with a great defined line. I think I'll try the forehand. The backhand mid has not been my strong suit in this video. Or inside maybe. I am a shank monster today. When you try your best, but then you shank. Yup. I've trained so much approaching today. 4 holes left, but I can for sure birdie all of them. And then we also got hole 1, yeah, so maybe I could actually still get to even par. I have just not executed on the easy holes. So I will say this course is hard, but it is for sure not as hard as I'm making it seem right now. What am I doing? No wind to speak of right here, so I'll try my hardest to get to a circle 2 putt, maybe even 25 meters. I gotta hit the gap over in the trees over there to do it though. Yeah, that's overcooked. But we can still, with ease, reach the birdie, because if you're not in place or going through the gap, you can still easily go over the top on this hole. It requires a little bit of power, but I think we got it. So the thing about the gap is that if you miss it, you will not get a putt. But if you go over the top, you will nearly always have a circle 2 putt. So that is what I will do. Circle 1 or circle 2. No excuse for not hitting this putt. Good catch by the basket. Yes! This is a low ceiling hole. You gotta drive it under the trees here. Hope for the best. We have 85 meters, so it is really manageable. Try the FT3 flex forehand. Get over here actually, so you can see a little bit more of what's going on. Get under. Oh, those trees, man, they're right in the flexing line. But to be fair, I knew where they were placed before I threw, so I should have just thrown under them. Oh, I got so fortunate with how I hit those branches. Putt here for the birdie. I really need to hit this. Yes. Yes! I told you, the course is not that hard. It really is not. You just gotta focus up and take the birds when they get to you. Another fine little hole, out of bounds by the cows. Nothing else to say. Just try to throw my doombird once again out to the left side. Let it swing into the pin. Yep. Should be good. Maybe it's too long though. Nah. Parked. Boys, I'm back. And all of a sudden, I got a turkey. I'm throwing it from over here, trying to pierce it down through this gap. How do we do that though? So you can miss to the right, but if you miss too much to the left, you're out of bounds. So I want to try to throw this one flat, let it turn a little by itself. No. Yeah, I slipped a little, but I really thought to myself that it would not matter. But it did. It really did matter. So this is not out of bounds, but it feels like it, yeah. But let me tell you, if I throw a really good shot, I could get to a putt for birdie here. I don't know why I shouldn't risk it though. So I'll give it all I got. Kinda got through everything. Let's hope I made it far enough down there so that I can take my birdie and have 4 birdies in a row. I really want that. How do I make this putt? Probably something over the top here. Drop it down in the basket. Do it. Oh, cage hit. But still, I am more than happy with the par on this hole. It is a tough hole. With an errant tee shot, par is the best that you can expect to get. Now we only need one hole, and it is also hole number 1. So hopefully finish this off with a birdie. Final hole of the day, also the first on the course. Yeah, I'll try to throw hyzer up in the sky, hopefully land by the basket, and end us off with a birdie. So I can get to 1 under par. Oh, that's too wide. Well, it will be another par. We got a lot of those today, man. So many. We need this par to end in even. Yeah, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Yes, we are through. One thing I want to say is very good job by the Grindsted club course crew to get this beautiful of a course in the ground. And man, when you get T-birds out here, it will be incredible. Other than that, bye.